more than 6 months ago, you pledged to support the Republican nominee. When things started getting rough with Donald Trump, you said you were going to stick with that pledge because you had given your word. I saw an interview with my colleague Sunderland Sirfati, I think it was just yesterday. You said you're not in the habit of supporting people who attack your wife and attack your family. Do you still stand by the pledge to support whoever the nominee, even if it's Donald Trump?
Well, Anderson, as you mentioned, what I said is true. I'm not in the habit of supporting someone who attacks my wife and attacks my family. I think that is going beyond the line. I think our wives, I think our kids should be off limits. They don't belong in the attacks. And listen, I'm not an easy person to tick off. But when you go after my wife, when you go after my daughters, that does it. And I think I want this race to stay focused on policy and issues and solutions to the real problems facing America. That's where I'm going to stay focused. But if other candidates don't, I think that's beyond the pale.
So I just have to follow up. If Donald Trump is the GOP nominee, would you support him?
Let me tell you my solution to that. Donald is not going to be the GOP nominee. We're going to beat him.
I would be remiss if I didn't follow up. That's my greatest failing. That was the question earlier for you. My greatest failing is sometimes I don't follow up, so not to give in to that. I mean, I got to ask. I will assume by you not saying you would support him that the answer is you would not support him if he's the nominee.
I gave you my answer. Listen, I think nominating Donald Trump would be an absolute train wreck.